Did you, and or so the same questions we've asked about some other individuals, did you meet Bill Gates over the years?
Yes.
Because of your relationship with Mr. Epstein, or separate?
That one, well, I met Mr. Gates. I went to the TED conference. I went to TED conference, and I actually spoke at the TED conference. Not the main stage, the sub-stage. And I also gave several TEDx's. And I met him there, but we weren't friendly, and I actually did meet him because I knew I don't know if he was chief of staff or whoever, Boris. And I met him, I think, once. I may have met him actually at 71st Street. I may have once. I don't remember if I met him there or at a restaurant. I don't remember. And that would have been because of Epstein, because Epstein was friendly with Boris, and Boris. That's all I remember.
Do you know whether Mr. Gates traveled with Mr. Epstein on his plane to any of his houses?
So if that friendship was after, it was in the late 2000s, so if I met him, like I said, I went to Epstein's house maybe once or twice, and maybe I met him there, I don't remember. So I wouldn't know if he had been on Epstein's plane.
And you don't recall ever being on like a plane with him flying to the island or to anywhere?
No.
Do you know somebody named Reid Hoffman?
I do.
Who's that?
Reid's a Silicon Valley guy.
Is what?
Silicon Valley.
And how do you know him?
Through my friends in San Francisco. I used to have a very close friend who was in San Francisco, who's part of that whole. I have several actually, or had.
So is that a relationship you have kind of separate and apart from Mr. Epstein?
Oh, separate.
Do you know whether Mr. Epstein had a relationship with Reid Hoffman?
I don't know.
Did you ever observe Mr. Hoffman flying anywhere with you or Mr. Epstein?
No.
Or getting massages?
No.
So there's a list of multiple masseuses that is floating around. I think you had in your discovery. I think you were just talking about that. That list. Do you know how that list was created?
No. All that stuff that came out of that book, I now find suspect.
It's part of the story you just told us.
Yes. Now, I'm not saying it's all fake. I don't know what's real and what's not. I don't know what name is true. Now that it's been, to my mind anyway, now that it has been, without a doubt, contaminated and possibly fraudulent, I'm not. I don't know. I mean, obviously the numbers that I recognize on my own, those are real, but how it was actually ended up put together and compiled, and the purposes for it, for which then they blackmailed my boyfriend, now I'm just